evening and welcome to the, I think, ninth episode of the season. It's a big one today. We're talking about Olympiacos and Arsenal as well as that post-game review for the Levadiakos game. I've got my scarf on. We're joined with Chrysos for the 100-year anniversary. Well, not the 100-year anniversary, but he's got the 100-year anniversary kit on. How are you, Chrysos?
Yeah, good, fine and dandy. How are you going, Liam, down in SM?
Good, thank you, mate. I've been very good. It's been a busy couple of weeks, but it's been good. What was I going to say? Chrysos, obviously, do you want to start and get into it? But before we start, we're going to do, obviously, today's episode in English. Dimitri will be doing a pre-game show in Greek at about an hour before kickoff, and we'll be doing a post-game review tomorrow night with PJ, Yanni, and all the other boys. Chris, I was going to tell us a little bit about your upcoming charity match. I heard there was a bit of a charity match competition-wise this weekend. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not really going to say much because there's no need to promote something that's not got to do with us. But, yeah, another charity match.
Was it a good match or could have been a bit better?
Yeah, no, good match. But looking forward to ours in January. So that's all I'm going to say.
Good man. Love to hear it. All right, we're going to go firstly into the match with Levadiakos. A bit of a 3-2 win where there was a lot going on, to be honest, with the VAR checks, 10 minutes it took for, I think, one of the plays in the first half, and the 10 minutes to allow Levadiakos' second goal, which was offside, by the way. I don't know what happened there. I think the technology didn't work and they made the wrong decision. Look, we won the game in the end. It didn't matter. Obviously, a goal from Retsos off a Christos Mouzakiti corner. Very nice corner, very nice header, powerful header off the bar and in by Panos Retsos, our captain. And then Chiquinho with a 60th minute goal, which just came a minute after the Levadiakos equaliser. And then obviously Gumas came off the bench and scored for Levadiakos, with Chiquinho winning the game with a beautiful goal in the 96th minute. A very good opponent, Levadiakos, must say. They beat Bulk 4-1 this year. They beat Orfi 4-0 though a week after, and they put up a real big fight against us. Well, we got the win. We got the 3 points, which is all that matters. It was obviously a tough game, but we like to see the Greek league with competition like this. We don't want to just be cruising the league as we used to. It's good to see the competition up, and it's good to see good matches like that in front of a sold-out crowd, by the way. So, Chrysos, what do you think of the game?
First time even hearing the result, to be honest with you, but it's a win, so a win's a win at the end of the day. Just been busy following the Super League and Champions League and all that, but no, good result, 3-2, we'll take it. And yes, if I do drop out, I will be coming back. I am coming on my laptop now because I fixed it. So I'm not dropping out just yet, but when I do drop out, it's because I'm joining on my laptop.
Easy. While you get that going, we'll just read out some of the match facts for Olympiacos Levadiakos. We actually got beat on possession, 48% possession to Levadiakos, 52% possession. They really were really good with the ball. It's quite surprising to see. Ioannis Kosti, very good player through the midfield, a Cypriot player who you might know, Chrysos, very good player, who used to be an Olympiacos academy player. He was really good, tore us apart through that midfield and really took the game by storm, so really good. The XG was 1.93 with Levadiakos, 0.42. They obviously scored 2 nice goals, but we had a lot of chances, a lot of big misses. 19 shots on target. So 19 shots, 5 on target for us, 6 for them, 4 on target. 1 big chance for us, whereas they had the 0. So it was a bit of a clinical match. Well, I'd say we probably played a bit better football, but Levadiakos was definitely well and truly into the game and gave us a real hard challenge, which is good to see. Just to go over the starting 11 that played that game, we had Zoulakis, Costinha because of Rodine's injury, Retso, Pirola, Ortega, Jeze, Mouzakiti, Strefetsa, Chiquinho, Podence, LKB. We'll go for the 3, 2, and 1. We decided to give Chiquinho the man of the match with the 3 votes on the Thuros Global Player of the Year. Retsos picking up the 2 and Christos Mouzakiti picking up the 1. 3 very good players who played well. Off the bench, we had Garcia who got the assist for the final goal. Martins came on, which is good to see him getting minutes before the Champions League match. Cabela, Rodinei, who we're going to touch on in a sec, and Taremi, who also came on in the 90th minute, which I thought was a little bit late and a bit interesting, which might mean we might see him start against Arsenal. Who knows? But yeah, Rodinei will be injured for the Champions League game against Arsenal tomorrow. And I think that's a perfect way to transition into the game. Chris, are you ready to talk with us?
I am ready. For now, my Google Chrome isn't working on my laptop, so a bit weird, but yeah, I'm ready. Hit me.
So obviously Olympiacos versus Arsenal tomorrow morning. We're going to read through the squad list in just a second. Tell us a little bit, first of all, Christos, about the first Champions League game against Buffos, where we drew 0-0, red card, 65 minutes Buffos were playing with. Obviously a disappointing result. Tell us about that and what that result meant to Buffos and Cypriot football.
Yeah, I think it was a good result for Buffalo. I mean, considering they got hammered this morning, they were 4-0 down, I think, in the first half an hour. But yeah, I mean, it's good for Super Football. I mean, it's good to see Buffalo in there competing with Olympiacos. I mean, they are the main city of Cyprus, but it's still good to see Super Football on the up. And the goal they scored this morning is probably going to be one of the goals of the Champions League. So it's yeah, it's good to see teams like Buffalo being able to bring the likes of Bayern Munich to Cyprus, and I think with the Olympiacos result, it's a good result. I mean, a point is better than nothing, especially for Buffalo, who probably were predicted to go out straight without a single point. So I think it was a good result. Definitely underwhelming for Olympiacos, but definitely better for Buffalo.
Yep, couldn't agree more. Obviously, disappointing start to the campaign, as we touched on in the last episode. We have the chance to turn it around tomorrow at the Emirates, which, by the way, Olympiacos has won their last 3 matches at the Emirates, as a fun fact. So we obviously beat them 1-0 in COVID with the El Arabi goal. We beat them, obviously, that famous night, the 2-1 with Cisse and El Arabi scoring that last minute goal to send us through in extra time in the Europa League round 32. And we also beat them 3-2 in, I think, 2015 in the Champions League when Finn Borgerson put on a clinic. So that was our last 3 wins at the Emirates. Can we go 4 from 4? We'll find out. Going on to the squad list, our keepers, Patrialakis, Podaklis, and returning to goal tomorrow and to the Champions League squad is Zolakis after serving his suspension. Defenders, Ortega, Biancon, Pirola, Kadigeropoulos, Costinia, Retsos, Bruno, Onyamenchi. Moving to the midfield, Nascimento, Martins, Garcia, Scipioni, Chiquinho, Strefetza, Hedze, Podens, Pnevnomidis, Mouzakitis, and the attackers El Kabi and Taremi. Christos, what sort of 11 do you want to see? Is there any sort of players that you want to see in tomorrow's squad?
Definitely Podence and El Kabi. I think with those two, it'll be a lot harder for Arsenal to break us down. So I think definitely those two, and definitely Soulakis in goals, because now that he's number 1 for Greece, I think he knows how to play against tough opposition. So definitely those two.
Yep, 100%, 100%. And do you want to just give us a little, before I go into the predicted starting 11, do you want to give us a bit of a rundown on Arsenal and how they've sort of started this season? You know, their key players, you know, who should Olympiacos be watching out from? Because obviously you watch a lot of Premier League, big Liverpool fan. You would obviously know a lot about Arsenal, as they're your main challengers for the title, do you think, this season? Did you want to tell us a little bit about them and how they're looking so
far? Yeah, pretty decent. They got some decent results, some not so great results. I mean, they're yeah. Sorry, I'm back. They're definitely going to be competing against us for the league. Definitely some key players. Definitely is I think the whole squad really, if you want to look out for. They're a very good, well composed squad. They play Champions League football, so any team in the Champions League, I think, is one to watch out for. They, you know, their last result was a win against Newcastle, and they won 2-0 against Athletic in the Champions League. So they're going in with a big high. I think some players to look out for. Like, I'm going to actually single out some. Gyökeres, 100%. Look, some big player to look out for. Bukayo Saka's back, so definitely Bukayo Saka and Gabriel. And David Raya, I think, are the main 4 that they wouldn't look out for. David Raya is a quality keeper. Gyökeres, lethal up top. Give him an inch of space and he could smash it into the back of the net. And Saka, same thing. And Gabriel was just very composed and chilled fan, a bit like Semedo before he went down the rails. So that's what That's what I think. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Christos. Obviously, as Christos mentioned, they've been in good form. Their last 5 games, they've won 4, drew 1. I'll give you their last 5 results. Nottingham Forest, they beat them 3-0. They beat Athletic Club 2-0 in the Champions League, 1-all to Man City. In the EFL Cup, they won 2-0 against Port Vale, and obviously they beat 2-1. And they beat Newcastle 2-1 just on Monday, so they're coming off that game. Only a few days break for them, whereas we had the extra day break, which is probably going to work in our advantage as we had time to rest some players and make a few changes, whereas they probably didn't. They had some very important games. They've only had the one loss this season against Liverpool, the 1-0 with a Szoboszlai free kick, which was an incredible free kick. And just to read through their last lineup was Raya, Gabriel, Mosquera, Timber, Pelifiori, Rice, Zubamendi, Eze, Trossard, Saka, and Gyökeres. So that's the most recent lineup that they played. You'd expect something similar from them tomorrow, but with a few changes, simply because they just played only a few days ago. So, yeah, you definitely expect a few changes. Just to go through their predicted lineup actually for tomorrow. It is, according to OneFootball, it's going to be Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Zubamendi, Marino, Saka, Gyökeres, Martinelli. So there you go, a few predicted changes there. Christos has just dropped out. What happened, Christos? There you go.
I'm back. I joined on my laptop.
Welcome back. So yeah, that's the predicted lineup for Arsenal tomorrow. And just to talk about ours, I'm going to tell you my Olympiacos predicted lineup, and you're going to tell me if you agree or not, Mr. Christos. We're going to start with Zolaki in goal, obviously. I think that's a no-brainer, as Christos said. Pirola and Retos centre-back partnership, they've done very well together. Only conceded, like I said, the 2 goal against Levadiakos, and I think it's the only 2 goals they've conceded together all season. So definitely going to see that partnership tomorrow. Costinha, Ortega, obviously with Rodinei out and not in the squad, it's going to be Costinha, and Ortega will definitely be the left back. Moving to the midfield is probably the one area that you could see a few changes. I think we're going to see Muzakiti Garcia. I can see also Muzakiti Eze, but I think in a game like this you need Garcia, and you could also see Eze Garcia. So it's between Muzakiti and Eze for that other midfield spot. I think Garcia will start, but I can see also Garcia not starting. But I think you need him. What do you think about those 3, Christos? Who were the 2 players you'd pick?
Definitely the 3 you just said, 100%. I think Muzakiti.
Out of the 3, who were the 2 that you'd pick? Garcia, Muzakiti, and Eze. Garcia, Muzakiti, and Eze in the midfield.
Muzakidis and Eze.
You wouldn't play Garcia in this game?
No, Muzakidis, young gun, young Greek man. I think it'd be good for him as well, because if he plays really well, could that potentially be good for him to get signed up for Arsenal or Premier League team. So that's why I think.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough. And I think on the wings we're going to see Podence and Martins. Maybe Strefetza for Martins if he's not fully fit. Would you play Strefetza or Martins, Christos?
Martins.
Martins, you like his pace, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Anyone that's got pace.
Definitely something we've been lacking in recent weeks. Someone with that just
and they have a lot of pace. Arsenal.
Yeah, so it's definitely been 100%. And we're going to be playing on the counter attack, so I definitely think a player like Martins will really suit that counter attacking football. Obviously, Strefetza is more of a dribbler, he's more of a player. Your typical winger that just likes to take players on, but Martins has that raw, natural pace about him, and I think that's going to be very important on the counter attack against Arsenal tomorrow, especially at the Emirates, because we're going to have to pick our moments, and that's going to be definitely a game for Martins. So hopefully he's fit and hopefully he's able to play that. I see Chiquinho obviously as the 10. Definitely won't be a change there. And you'd think, and I think El Kabi would play, but I wouldn't be surprised if we even saw Taremi. But I think it'll be Chiquinho, El Kabi. What do you think about that Taremi and El Kabi sort of battle at the moment, Christos? Obviously, El Kabi proven is on the back there behind you, proven goal scorer. He's been very good for us over the last few seasons, arguably one of our best ever signings. But then you've got Taremi on the other hand, who's come in and he's gotten 4 goals and an assist in like 100 minutes of football. So he's been absolutely unbelievable. Obviously, was on the bench for the Champions League runners-up Inter Milan last year in the final. He played quite heavily throughout the entire tournament. He has that experience, and he's been very good so far. What do you think about that battle?
I think El Kabi should get that spot 100%. He was clinical in the game against Arsenal last time, so why change what's
El Kabi didn't play Arsenal last night.
He didn't play Arsenal. Sorry, someone. So who scored? I remember watching
El
the game.
Arabi. You're thinking of El Arabi.
I know El Arabi did score. Sorry. Yeah. Well,
we didn't have El Kabi back then.
I know we didn't. No. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I watched Olympiacos in Melbourne, but
very easy to get confused between the two of them.
Yeah. El Arabi's not even in Cyprus anymore too. He's gone to France. So.
Yeah, he has gone back to Nantes. Yeah. Was it Nantes?
Yeah. Yep. So I think El Kabi 100% is the man for the job. I don't see anyone else taking it.
And you're sort of thinking you start Emi as that super sub.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I want Musakiris. I think he deserves the start too.
Yep, love to hear it. Christos, obviously, Olympiacos versus Arsenal at the Emirates, as I mentioned, tomorrow, 5 a.m. Australia time. I believe it's 10 p.m. Greek time. So obviously, what's it called? Massive match. After our poor result in the first game, we're going to want to win that or get some sort of result and bounce back. It might be tough to get a win, obviously, as we'll talk about in a second. But, a result would be huge in a game like this. And if we can take results against these big teams, especially away from home in the Champions League, we're setting ourselves up for a good chance to make the playoffs, which is where we've got to be aiming for, as we've mentioned previously on the podcast. I think today, one other thing that I wanted to touch on, I think this game is actually going to suit us more than the Buffalo game because it's going to be Arsenal going to keep the ball. They're going to try to shift us side to side. And we're very good at holding our shape and defending in our half, like we've shown before against the big teams with Mendilibar as our coach. We've shown that we're very good and we're able to absorb pressure and just absorb and catch teams on the counter attack. And I think a game like this is really going to suit us. We've got Martins and Bodens on the wings who are very good, very pacey, very quick with dribblers. They can set up big chances for LKB. So the spaces will open up in this game. It's just about how strongly we can defend against a strong Arsenal team, which we've shown so far this season, especially Pirola, Reto, centre-back partnership and Zolaki in goal, that we've been very good and we've been able to, hold teams out. But we haven't had a big challenge like this yet. Arsenal, this is our first big challenge since the Europa League last year, you could probably say. It's going to be our first major challenge. We've obviously saw in the pre-season with teams like Inter and Napoli, but this is a real match. And it's been a long time since we've had a big challenge like this, so it'll be good to see where we're at as a squad. If we've improved since we last were in the Champions League competing against these big teams, what we actually are under mentally, because I feel like the general consensus is that we've improved, Christos, but it's now the time to show it. Now's the time to show it, and we have a massive chance against Arsenal, a very strong team tomorrow, to do so. Christos, we're going to go to you. What are your score predictions for Olympiacos Arsenal, and who do you think is going to score the goals?
I think it's going to be 2-1 to Olympiacos. I think they're going to start on the front foot.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to grab a goal. They're going to start on the front foot. Wow, it's Gelson Martin. That's a big signing. Anyway, we're going to start on the front foot, and then the man that I just mentioned will score, and El Kabi will score the winner to make us win.
Why'd you say Gelson Martin's big signing?
Because he was 30. Because he went from Atletico Madrid to 30 million, and then to us for 3. So he just got European pedigree. I would say.
Yeah, he is a good player, Gelson Martins. He is very good. So you're going 2-1, Gelson Martins and El Kabi. And I
want Podence to play well so that we can actually sign him on a permanent.
Okay, interesting.
Yep.
I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I'll say El Kabi will score our goal. I think there's no one else for the big occasion. And then Ayub El Kabi. So I'll go 1-1 draw, keeping it optimistic. One thing that I want to see is I want to see us take it to Arsenal. I don't want to see us defend and sit back in our shells like we used to do years ago against these big sides. I want us to go out there with that mindset that we can win this game. Like Mendilibar said in his press conference, we go out the same way we go out to any game. We go out to win. And that's the kind of mentality that's going to carry Olympiacos forward and really elevate the club into that sort of big level that we want it to go to. So I think we need to go out there and try and match Arsenal, try play our football, catch them on the counter attack, take some risks. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now, Christos, we're going to ask you anything to add. Anyone you've been impressed with so far at Olympiacos? Is there anything that you're worried about in tomorrow's game? Tell us.
No, I'm not really worried about anything. I think just worried about Arsenal's football. Top side, second best team in the Premier League, in the best league in the world. So it is tough. So that's the only really thing I'm worried about. And I don't think the Emirates atmosphere is going to intimidate them as much as a European night would be at Anfield or Bernabeu, for example, because I think Olympiacos are facing Real Madrid in this campaign, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
they are, exactly. So I don't think
we're playing them at Karaskaki.
Yep. Yeah, so I think, I'm always impressed with Okabi. I think he started off firing. And I think Musakidis, of course. I just think that we're going upwards in trajectory, and we're going to keep that trajectory going with a good result tomorrow. Even if we lose 2-1 and we played our hearts out and played very well, it'll still be a testament to the philosophy around the club and how much we've improved from the last 3-4 years where we were signing woeful players like MNEK and just we were on a backward spiral, and now it's
a long time ago. That was like 7-8 years ago, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like signing.
I get what you mean. I get a point. It's a good point, Chris. That's very good. It touched on what I said earlier.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't think there's anything to be concerned about. Because then, if I'm concerned, then we're not proper fans. As I said, just concerned. Only concern would be the magnitude of the team reversing, and that's about it. But I'm also impressed with the players I just mentioned, and I want Podence to have a good season so that he can actually sign permanently for Olympiacos for a change, and rather than going on loans, and we can get him out of the Al Shabab hole and get him into the Athens hole.
Yes, thank you for that, Christos. Something that I want to touch on before we end the talk for the Arsenal game is the fact that Arsenal this season in the Premier League, they have scored 12 goals, 1 penalty, 7 set pieces, and 4 open goals. 66.67%, 67% pretty much of their goals. Two out of every 3 goals are coming from a set piece / penalty. So that is some absolutely crazy numbers that we definitely need to be careful of, because that is just what's it called? That is just ridiculous. They're a very good set piece team, as seen. What's it called? They know how to score a corner. They know how to score free kicks. They're very good. They spend a lot of time on them. And everyone knows about their famous set piece coach. So something that we're going to have to really look to stop tomorrow, because the last thing we want is, we defend our hearts out and we cop a goal from, a dodgy goal from a set piece. We need to be very switched on. I'm sure we've done our homework on it, but yeah, that's definitely something we've got to keep an eye out from, which is a very impressive stat, by the way. 67% of your goals coming from non-open play goals. That's just honestly, the set piece coach got to be on big money.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's very impressive. So that's something we have to keep an eye out. And yeah, that pretty much concludes what we want to say about the Arsenal game. Obviously, as I said, Dimitri will be doing a post-game show an hour before in Greek from kickoff, and Yanni, myself, and CJ. Not sure if I'll be on, but Yanni and CJ definitely, possibly myself and Christos will be on tomorrow night for the post-game review. Christos, anything else to talk about? Any other topics that you wanted to cover today? How's Apoel going?
It was okay. Getting there is all I can really say.
Good.
Yeah, I think it's.
And how's Paris going? Good.
Yeah, she's good as well.
It's good. Are we going to be having a wedding soon, or?
We'll see. Until Theos, but no, I think, yeah, not soon, but sooner or later is the correct answer.
So within the next year potentially.
Oh, maybe we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, fair enough. And finally, what's it called? The boys, the KEF boys. We're looking to go for a trip to Europe next year, and we want to add Cyprus in. What are the spots we should go to?
Well, first of all, if you're going to go, make sure it's in September. Best time to go on holidays in Europe because everyone's gone, or the kefalas are gone, so it's better.
Okay.
Definitely, huh?
Yeah.
Limassol, I think Limassol's the best. Limassol, Landagar. I haven't been to Buffalo too much, but I think it's also good to go to the north just to see what the aftermath of it has been. So like Nicosia going to the middle, and seeing the Katahomana, so like the red, everything, basically what's left. Ayanapa, I will probably do 2 days there. I think that's max. But oh, okay. But definitely, I was confused for a second there. Definitely do the most in Limassol. I think Limassol is the best. My favorite city in the whole world. So Limassol definitely is.
Ella,
Yeah, I'm here.
I keep talking because my thing's cut out. So just keep talking for 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but definitely Limassol, Landagar, Ayanapa are the main ones. Yeah. Are we good? What the heck? What just happened? You're muted.
Sorry, I had a bit of a technical difficulty there.
Yeah, so there are your hotspots. Yeah, and I would definitely try watch a game. Probably go to the new stadium in where Buffalo played this morning in Limassol. So yeah.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, Chris. And finally, when's your KEF debut going to be happening? Are you on the cards for 2026 contract?
Yeah, or even 2025. When there's a big 11-a-side game and you give me month's notice,
I reckon a perfect game to make the debut will be for the 11-a-side. We're going to have an 11-a-side friendly match in about December, so you can come in the summer too to close out the season with a barbecue and stuff.
Yeah. Let me know, and I should definitely be there. You need to just get me. I just need to get a KEF kit, and then we're good.
Yeah, done. Do you see KEF doing well in the Dodo Cup?
Yes, I don't know what the Dodo Cup is, but it sounds good. Like the internet broadband.
Bravo, Cristo. And finally, charity match 2026. Is there any big names you can confirm for us before we end the stream?
Cannot confirm any big names as of yet. All I can say is just stay tuned on the socials. And
is there any rumors? Because I heard there's some rumors.
Alex Broski's a rumor, but
Alex Broski's a rumor. Broski.
That's all I'm going to say for now, and just working on some other names behind the scenes.
Wow. UBF podcast boys, are they rumors?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll
find out.
Everything's staying on the hush hush. So
Nick Stav, is that a rumor?
Potentially, Liam. I'm not saying anything else. That's all I'm giving you.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of the charity match. I'm trying to get it. I'm like a journalist. I'm trying to get it out.
Follow the page Charity Match Official, and they can see everything. We've got to promote so we can get the followers a bit. Follow the page, and you'll
follow the page.
The only news I can say is that's confirmed, because I don't want to really say stuff that's not confirmed, is that there'll be new kits for next season with Pelota Sports, and they will be sponsoring us and helping us with the kits for basically until from now. There's no end date. And the players will be able to keep the kits, which makes it more of a special day as well. So that's exactly why we're doing it. So the players can keep their kits. Help stop some mum from having to wash all the jerseys. And it's going to be more official. We'll have shirts for the coaches, shirts for the volunteers on the day, shirts for media, and you'll also be able to come. Firstly, because you'll be able to win a Team Young and a Team Christos jersey in our raffles as well, that the viewers can have. Whoever wins it.
Wow, very nice. Will I be on Team Christos? Bless you.
Thank you. Maybe not. Hopefully. I'm just going to say hopefully.
Hopefully, okay. Beautiful.
If you can bring Wenzeldinho, then maybe.
Beautiful. Well, I can't wait to be a part of it again in 2026. The charity match, keep an eye on the socials.
If you need a place to stay, you're more than welcome. Instead of going to
thank you, Christos.
I
appreciate it. Well, Thank you, Christos, for tonight. Hope everyone enjoys the game tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Australia time, 10 p.m. Greek time. Thank you, Christos, for tonight. Any final comments before we turn it off?
Nope. Just make sure that all the ladies go hit up Liam. See him out at Oakley. And if you want to go to Olympus with Liam, don't forget you can go to Olympus with Liam. I don't know if
I
it's
am
already
going
happened.
on Saturday, so we'll see you at Olympus.
Yeah, there you go. Enjoy. Come down to Melbourne now.
Thank you. Did you go last week?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank
you, everyone. Have a nice night or day if you're in Greece and you understand us. Πάμε Olympiacos. Let's get the result. Πάμε. Have a good one. See you, Christos.